So it's April 2021, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the pens that I've been writing with. This is a series of videos when I talk about the pens that I've been using, and these aren't endorsements. They're not the best pens. It's just kind of stuff that's been on my desk for a number of reasons and that I've been using. So let's just hop right into it because there's a lot of pens. I haven't done this in a while. But this will be what I've been using, not what I've been using since the last video. So we'll first start off with this pen. This is a pen I ordered from Japan. It's called I believe it's a Sakura, and it was sold online as the Crepas, like Crepas, but on the pen it's actually called the Ballsign ID 0.5 millimeter. And they're basically just some new, I believe, gel pens from Sakura, and they were hard to get for a while. Now you could find them, and I've been pretty disappointed in it. It looked like a really cool pen, but once I got it in-house, I saw that this piece right here is actually plastic. There's like a weird gap here that's uncomfortable, where there's like a sharp ledge. The pen's not made very well. It is an interesting writer, and we'll get into that later as I do the writing section. Actually, we'll start off right here with the writing on this one because it's a pretty fun writer. I have no problems with how it writes, but the pen itself is constructed pretty poorly. I don't think it looks very nice either, but I bought it in this pretty cool brown, and it's a pretty nice refill, so I'll probably try to harvest these refills, but I don't like the pen body at all. So it is like a Pilot G2 style refill, so getting this in something else will be no problem. And these are, again, they're available in Japan via Amazon Japan, some other places, and I'm sure they'll be in the US pretty soon. I'm not sure if they're going to be sold as the Sakura, the Ballsign ID, or as the Crepas, but they'll be easy enough to find soon. Okay, now we have, this is one of the cooler pens I've been using lately. So this is the Stabilo. It's called the Point Visco, but really what you're looking for is the Stabilo. I believe it's called the Point Click or the Click Point or something like that. Probably the Click Point if you're selling it in the US, or you're buying it in the US rather. It's commonly sold as a retractable pen. This is the capped version. And all their pens sort of look alike. And if you imagine this as a button, then you would know exactly what the retractable pen looks like. But this is a modern style ballpoint pen. It writes almost as if it was a gel pen, but it has this really nice, really bold blue ink. And I bought it in, I think, a 4-pack or 5-pack, blue, black, red, green, purple, something like that. And I've been really, really enjoying these. I really like Stabilo products, and they just always do a good job. And this is just a really nice, modern ballpoint. Again, whenever I write with that, I think I'm writing with a gel pen, but they say online that it is, in fact, an oil-based ink. And I don't think it opens up. The pen is like really locked down. I just and I haven't investigated it at all. I want to do a larger video, and I probably will at some point. That's why I haven't really been. I don't have too many details on it, except that I've really been enjoying using it, and I've been doing a lot of usage with these Stabilo, Point Visco, Point Ballpoint, whatever they're called, and they are quite nice. Definitely recommend them. A little bit on the pricey side, but not crazy. I think you get like 5 for like $13. I randomly picked this up. This is a Pilot Acroball, as many of us have already known, but it's now sold in a 0.3 millimeter and in this all gray sort of stealth model. And I really like the Acroball ink. It's a nice ballpoint ink, kind of like the Jetstream, but not quite as good as the Jetstream. And now it's sold in a 0.3 millimeter, which is a little bit fine for me, but it's a really nice writing 0.3 millimeter. So if you're looking for a Jetstream style pen in a 0.3 millimeter, you can get it without having to go to, say, a Jetstream Edge, which you need to go to the special tip and a more expensive pen to get the 0.28 millimeters. This one will get you to 0.3 and a nice writing 0.3 at that in a very standard pen that you could get for like, I don't know, $2.50, $3, whatever. Retail on this one is only 150 Japanese yen, so $1.50 or so. Then, of course, the Zebra G750. I've been using this pen a lot. Basically, no pens came out in 2020, almost nothing. And now a bunch of cool stuff is coming out finally. And the Zebra G750 will probably be in the top 5 for the most highly weighted pens, at least for me, of 2020 and 2021 combined. So I was really excited to get this pen. It's quite nice. I know people have complained about the plastic on the inside, but the plastic threading. But overall, it's a nice large pen, has a nice weight to it. It uses the gel refill, the JK gel refill. Nice click, reasonable price. You can get this for, I don't know, maybe $11 or $12. And it's just a cool pen. I've really been enjoying using it. You should check out my full review on it I posted a couple weeks ago. The pen, the G750, again, which I really like, reminds me of another pen I really like, which is this, the Rotring Rapid Pro. So I've been thinking about the difference between the two of them, and I'll get into that in a later video. But because of that, I've been using the Rapid Pro a lot. Again, this is a really nice pen. Clearly, the two are related in a number of ways. The Rapid Pro even has the plastic in the middle section. Otherwise, it's all metal. The pens are quite similar. And I like the Rapid Pro. I like its size. And I think it's an underappreciated pen, so I've been using it a lot. And I'm using this right now with a Visconti Smart Touch. It's kind of like an Easy Flow, like a high-end Easy Flow refill. It may actually be an Easy Flow refill. I don't know. But this is a really cool refill. And one of the advantages of the Rapid Pro is that it takes that Parker-style G2 refill instead of the proprietary Zebra refill. On the same note, I've been using the Zebra G450 a lot. Really cool pen. On the smaller side, you get the rubber grip. And I don't like it quite as much as the G750. I like that that's a larger pen, kind of a full size. But this is a really nice pen for just kind of day-to-day note-taking, or if you want to throw it in a pocket. This is this is a better pen in a lot of ways. If you ever use your pen with gloves, then the rubber grip of this is definitely preferable to the metal knurling. So again, this is another pen I did a full video on, so definitely check that out. I have a lot of thoughts about this, and I really do like it. I think Zebra did a great job with the G750 and the G450. This right here is a True Red rollerball. I have been playing with these True Red journals over the past couple weeks, and I picked up the True Red rollerballs, which are the companion to the journals. They have this sort of mastery collection journals that are supposed to make you better at taking notes, and they're kind of a set. It's like the journals and the rollerball, so I bought some of the rollerballs. It's a 5-pack for about $12. It's a larger rollerball on the wide side. I think it's like, 12 millimeters wide or something like that. Liquid rollerball, so you can see the ink level in there, which is pretty cool with that little window. You can see the bubble there. And all plastic body, snap cap, metal clip, obviously. Disposable, so you can't refill this thing, which is a little bit disappointing. And it's an okay writer. I would say like unexceptional writer. No better than like a Uniball Vision Elite or something like that. So from a writing standpoint, it doesn't have a whole lot to set it apart, but they're on the affordable side. And again, True Red was able to release all this stuff as a system, and the designers of this pen were nice enough to answer some questions I had, which was pretty cool. So I've been playing with it, and yeah, it's okay. You know what I mean? I still am not convinced that they had to go ahead and release their own pen. I don't think they really did enough to set this apart from the competition, but it's cool that they did it, right? They took a shot. They did their research, took a shot. Pretty cool. So that's the True Red. There's no model. They just call it the rollerball. So I guess they could never do a second. Like they'd have to do the rollerball 2 or something if they want to do a follow-up to this. This right here is the Zebra Kato. Or maybe it's the Kato 2, Kato squared. I don't really know. And it's basically a Zebra emulsion pen. So that's like Zebra's answer to the Jetstream ballpoint ink. That nice, smooth ballpoint ink. And the pen is all metal, nicely made. Just a fun pen. Obviously has a ruler here. You have about 9 centimeters marked off there, and 3 inches. So I don't actually use the ruler very often, but it's a cool hexagonal pen. I bought it from Amazon Japan. I think it cost about $4 or $5. So it was a fun pickup. Let's see what the price is here. Yeah, 500 JPY, so about $5 pen. Nicely made, has a really nice weight to it. Again, all metal, which is pretty impressive to do for $5. And it has the little ruler and a good writer, which it has that zebra emulsion ink, which I really like. So nothing really spectacular, just a fun, cool pen from Zebra. Just on the pencil world, I've been using this. This is of course, the Pentel P205, which is one of the very famous Pentel pens in this pencils in this 2-line. And I've talked about these before, so I won't get really into it. It's a really nice mechanical pencil, and they now have them available in metallics. So I couldn't resist picking one up in this cool metallic green. Just a really great pencil. Just a nice mechanical pencil. Just like really classic design, and it works quite well. Again, I did a full review, not too much else to say about it. The green, it really does look good. I think they did a super nice job with this. Lastly, just a fun, weird pen I found in a drawer somewhere. This is a Pilot Super Knock, kind of an old school design, one of those designs that looks like it's straight out of the 80s. It has the translucent plastic. It has the banded, these like horizontal lines in the plastic. It has even the old school, super skinny ballpoint refill. This is just like a pen out of yesteryear, and I always like finding these pens. I'm gonna do one of these days. I'm gonna do a video, like a roundup of all these old school pens that are still available. And this is one of the nicer ones. Usually you see these capped, but Pilot still makes the Super Knock as a retractable ballpoint. So it still has a sort of old school ballpoint ink. I think it's probably better, probably smoother than it was back in the day, or maybe they just made it thinner. Maybe they just went to a 0.7 millimeter, so it feels smoother. I don't really know. It's definitely not like a modern hybrid ink. It is definitely an old school ballpoint ink, as you could tell from the inside. It's just that skinny refill means it's a old school ballpoint ink, and you could tell from how it writes. No metal or anything here, but just a nice, well-made pen, comfortable to use. I think it looks great in that sort of old school way. Really nice click. It's kind of something you would have in class, and you would just click all day. Just a cool, fun retro pen, and they're pretty cheap. And I don't know where to buy these. Probably Amazon Japan, but I'm always happy to have these things turn up. So I think that covers it. That's kind of what I've been writing with for I'd say the past month or so. It won't be back until I did the last video, so I've been a little bit negligent about doing these. So, that's what I've been writing with. Thanks for watching.